to order at 6:09 p.m. Roll call.
Mr. Roscoe, Elistro, absent. Ms. Giles, Mr. Red, Clark Smith, here. Mr. Griffin, absent. Ms. Thurman, here. Mr. Clinton, here. Also present, we have Superintendent, Mr. Holder, Director of Personnel, Mr. Rusicki, Director of Special Education, Ms. Larson, Director of Finance, Ms. Baptist, Director of Innovation and Assessment, Ms. Mitchell, Director of Technology, Mr. Daniels, Director of Curriculum, Ms. Hanson, Director of Buildings and Grounds, Mr. Birdie, Director of Transportation, Mr. Stafford, Executive Assistant, Ms. Walton, and Attorney Miller. We have a quorum member here.
Thank you. Item number 3, can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Secretary, do you have any audience participation?
No, we do not, Madam Chair.
Item number 5, presentations. Mr. Larry Shapiro.
It's not on, Mr. Shapiro.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, Mr.
Oh, it
Shapiro.
doesn't work.
No, you gotta speak very loud.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Okay.
Superintendent Holder, President McClendon, and other school board members from District 88, District 88 staff, parents, community. I'm really excited and honored to be here to announce that I'm part of a group that's putting together an honor roll reception for our students in District 88. Let me just simply say that I have been so delighted with the progress under this team and under these board members that this district has made. And those that know me, particularly those who are my Facebook friends, know I've not only spent 20 years as an educator, but I still am very, very close to many, many students. And I have this abiding feeling that you can take an educator out of a classroom, but that person will always be an educator. And so, in working with the superintendent and his leadership team, we are putting together on November the 21st at Thurgood Marshall an honor roll reception and program. When I worked for the village of Maywood under Mayor Henderson Yarborough, and Dr. Cynthia Broughton was the superintendent at District 89, we did this for 4 years at District 89. And maybe an educator can see a little bit more, but when children with a parent were honored and the sun was lit and they came up and they were greeted by mayors, superintendents, building principals, it not only inspired them to continue to strive for excellence, it not only said thank you for achieving, but it sent a message out to the students who were not there that you too can be recognized. You too can try a little bit harder and be on the honor roll. So I come here, I thank the superintendent and his leadership team. I'm very excited and I'm pleased to bring the message here today. There will be more information. Mayor Harvey Mayor Serpico, Mayor Mazzullo will be working with us. Hopefully, all three of them will be with us on that evening. We make it mandatory not only for the student to be there, but to have at least one parent, because anybody involved in education understands that excellence is a family thing. And so I thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to putting this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shapiro. Is Deborah Vine in the house for the answer E? 2%?
Answer E? Yes, sir.
Okay. Item number 6, action to approve to ratify the poll vote taken on August 6, 2019 for M&M Service to relocate and renovate the Human Resource Office and Cafeteria in the amount of $9,729. Is there a motion? Moved by Ms. Perez,
Second.
second by Ms. Smith. Is there discussion?
Yes.
Chair recognizes Ms. Johns.
Why are we moving the human resources, office to another building other than admin?
It's not being moved to another building. It's still here within the administration building. It was just relocated from one downstairs, from one end to another end to offer more space for the files and everything that needs to be kept confidential for HR and to have their entire team together. Okay. Is there any other discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Giles?
Here.
Aye. Ms. Clark-Smith? Aye. Ms. Perez?
Aye.
Ms. Thurman? Aye. Mrs. Clinton?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 7, action to approve and ratify the poll vote taken on August 6, 2019 to pay other expenses on the bill list in the amount of $289,946.03, which was pulled at the August board meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Smith, second by Ms. McClendon. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Clark-Smith? Aye. Ms. Perez?
Aye.
Ms. Thurman? Aye. Ms. Giles?
Aye.
Ms. McClendon?
Aye.
Motion passed.
For the record,
Madam Chair,
Yes.
let the record state that Mr. Alvarito arrived at the meeting at 6:17, please.
okay? And just to reconfirm, item number 7, that motion passed. Item number 8, action to approve career staff unlimited for the hiring of 2 registered nurses. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Smith. Second by Ms. McClendon. Is there discussion?
You know what the salary is gonna be for these workers?
That was in your board packet with the amount on there. Registered nurse is 48 to 58 hourly rate. If you need to see that, did you put this in everybody's packet?
No, it's on board doc.
Okay.
Do
You need to review that?
In addition to that,
Oh, you have it on board, Dr. Ms. Thurman does it.
Um,
Chair recognizes Ms. Giles.
how does this compare with the old nurses?
I'm not for sure what the past registered nurses were being paid. I do know that this will not encumber the salary along with benefits, so therefore it's just a straight salary rate. But I cannot confirm what the past registered nurses were paid.
So the current registered nurse is at, I'm gonna say 45 to 55 off the top of my head. We have posted for LPNs, however, this nursing agency does not have LPNs, more so has RNs for these positions because of the need. We've lost CNAs and We only have one RN with the exception of a school nurse throughout the district, so we need to encumber. Since we posted for the LPNs throughout the district, however, we don't have any applicants in our pipeline. And so we have students who have special needs, and we also have our early childhood center that we need to have covered.
And LPNs,
Licensed practice from
they're not able to administer medicine, or are they?
under the direction of the school nurse, they would be able to. However, we don't have any candidates at this time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there any other discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Giles?
Aye.
Ms. Clark Smith? Aye. Ms. Thurman?
Aye.
Ms. Del
Aye.
Ms. McClendon?
Aye.
Motion passed. Ms. Perez?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 9, action to approve contracting case for teacher assistants. Is there a motion? Moved by Ms. Perez,
Second.
second by Ms. Giles. Is there discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Del
Aye.
Ms. Perez?
Aye.
Ms. Giles? Ms. Thurman? Ms. Clark Smith? Aye. Ms. McClendon?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 10, action to approve the active shooter procedure. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Smith, second by Mrs. Giles. Is there discussion? Roll call?
Clark Smith? Aye. Ms. Del
Aye.
Ms. Perez?
Aye.
Ms. Thurman? Ms. Giles? Ms. McClendon?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 11, action to approve Mr. Sanchez consultant agreement contract for the 2019-2020 school year. Is there a motion? Moved by Ms. Thurman. Second by Ms. McClendon. Is there discussion? I did have some discussion. I just want to go back over the clarity again with Mr. Garza's position being a bilingual coordinator. And you stated before, this is not something that he can encumber into this position.
No, because Mr. Sanchez, with Ms. Larson, he sits in staffing meetings.
Who says that?
Mr. Sanchez, he sits in,
Can't
at staff.
the bilingual coordinator?
It's 4 days a week.
That's a lot.
There's meetings every 4 days a week. and different
So, Mr. Sanchez is sitting in on staffing meetings?
When it's a bilingual, when we need a bilingual translator, he does multiple things. He will come to all of the meetings, whether it's a domain, an annual, a reevaluation, or a movement meeting. Those are our core meetings. He meets with the speech therapists for speech-only students when there's a bilingual need. He does health history with the social workers when there's a need for bilingual translation. And health services uses it for health histories. So those are all of the responsibilities that he has.
And so he's just not only being present, because I was under the understanding last time we had this meeting that he was only sitting in on the annual IEP meetings and doing the translation, for that, no,
All types of IEP meetings,
okay.
yeah. A domain, whatever a parents are invited to every meeting, okay? They have to be at the table. The only one they are not required to be at is a domain meeting, but we have to have some type of conversation for a parent to give permission for an evaluation. So there would have to be that conversation anyways with the parent to let them know what areas of the domain are going to be evaluated for their child.
Okay.
Does that include Roosevelt too?
All of the schools. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The staffing schedule is, so you know, Mondays is grant and grant primary, both of the grants. Tuesday is Lincoln and Thurgood Marshall.
Wednesday is Lincoln Primary and Roosevelt. Thursday is McKinley and Roosevelt. Friday is a day for them to do for processing or a meeting with me or whatever meetings we have to have with the sped department. And any makeups. When parents can't come, we have to reschedule. We're required by law to reschedule 3 times. The third time, we could move ahead with the meeting, but we have to reschedule to make accommodate for the parent to come to the meetings. So they may have to use a Friday because those Tuesdays or those Mondays fill up quickly. We can only schedule at the very most 5 meetings, and that's quick. Usually a good day is 4 meetings in that day, in order to give the parents time to talk. And when it's a bilingual, then it takes even longer. It takes an hour and a half to do an annual review because you're talking in English and in Spanish, so the time is just, extended.
Some of the stuff Mr. Garza has been helping them pick up with is like, he's been helping with translating letters and flyers and things like that. So he has been pitching in here, the district office will help with that stuff. So as she explained, that's massive amount of work in that department that we need.
Okay.
I think at the last meeting, we also talked about Mr. Garza's responsibility with the grants. I think we did talk about
And
that.
our numbers are going in our little
A lot of
program.
the state mandated responsibilities Mr. Garza has to deal with bilingual education, he deals with all of that. And that can be quite cumbersome at times.
Okay. All right, is there any other discussion? Roll call?
Clark Smith. Aye.
Excuse me.
Ms. Giles. Mr. Perez.
Aye.
Ms. Alvarado.
Aye.
Mrs. Clinton.
Aye.
Ms. Thurman. Motion passed.
Item number 12, action to approve the whistleblower procedure. Is there a motion? Moved by Ms. Thurman. Second by Ms. Giles. Is there any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Thurman. Ms. Giles. Ms. Alvarado.
Aye.
Ms. Perez.
Aye.
Ms. Clark Smith. Aye. Ms. McClinton.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 13, action to approve at this time, action to approve blank to pay the bus barn parking lot with asphalt, 3 quotes provided. One by Orange Crush for $48,420, Brasco for $52,755, and M&J for $85,600.
You can just have the discussion.
Let's just have a discussion.
And then we'll be able to add the amount in the,
Okay.
because you're gonna find whoever is the lowest responsible bidder is who you're gonna approve.
So that would be Orange Crush.
If you guys find that they're the lowest responsible bidder, I don't know if there's any questions or anything with that.
Is there any questions or discussion? Okay. With an action to approve Orange Crush in the amount of $48,420 to pave the bus barn parking lot with asphalt. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Smith. Second by Perez. Roll call?
Clark Smith. Aye. Ms. Perez.
Aye.
Ms. Alvarado.
Aye.
Ms. Thurman. Ms. Giles. Ms. McClendon.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 14, action to approve the bill list in the amount of $1,216,259.24. Is there a motion? Moved by Ms. Thurman, second by Ms. Perez. Is there a discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Thurman. Ms. Giles. Ms. Alvarado.
Aye.
Ms. Clark Smith. Aye. Ms. Perez.
Aye.
Ms. McClendon.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Item number 15, motion to go into closed session. The action was made at 6:29. I'm sorry. An action was made by Thurman, second by Ms. Smith, that the board retire into closed session at 6:29 PM for the purpose of discussion of A, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the district or legal counsel for the district, including hearing testimony on a complaint lodged against an employee or against legal counsel for the district to determine its validity pursuant to 5 ILCS as amended by PA 93-0057, pending litigation and collective bargaining. Roll call.
Clark Smith, aye. Ms. Giles? Aye. Ms. Thurman? Ms. Perez? Aye. Ms. Alaristo?
Aye.
Ms. McClendon?
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, audience, we're going to retire into closed session.
Okay, we have a problem here.
Yeah, 'cause
You guys, I'm gonna go through this one more time. There is no abstentions that go with a majority. So you can abstain, but understand that there's no thing as an abstention that goes with the majority. Yeah, it's either an affirmative vote or a nay vote, or an abstention is just saying you abstain for whatever reasons that you don't want to vote on it. So we need to, that's where we are. So abstentions do not go with the majority. I just want you guys to understand that. I'm gonna go through this one more time. There is no.
So, let's be clear. The two of them abstaining, and say you get 2 nays.
And two affirmative, then it does not pass. Well, that's a really good question. I mean, we'd have to take it back, and we may have to go back to the judge, and that's when that hammer clause that I talked to you guys about comes into play. Now, if you guys, I can, we can go through that again in closed session if you'd like, but.
Okay. Does everybody understand? Attorney Miller? Okay. Ms. Smith? Roll call again.
The camera clause that I talked to you guys. I mean, I can go back and talk to you guys in closed session if you like. Okay, and go through that again in closed session if you like. But
Okay.
yeah, we would need an affirmative
Everybody
vote.
understand? Attorney Miller?
That's what we need. I don't know what happened to it. Camera paused. I mean, I can go back and talk to you guys in closed session. Okay, and go through that again in closed session.
Is it something that we?
Need an affirmative action.
No, it's a closed session, we will have to go back to closed session and discuss this. Okay, so actually, let's just table number 18 and we'll come back to 18. Roll call, we have to go back to closed session, we'll leave everyone else to be back out.
I mean, I can go back and talk to you guys in closed session.
Item number 19, action to approve administrative salary increase. And I'm gonna put, I'm gonna change the language on here. Is it something actually to approve administrative salary increase? Is it closed session, understanding that reviewing, ASC? Okay, so, actually, let's table. Is there a motion? Roll call, moved by Ms. Giles, everyone else, be back out. Second by Mr. Perez, is there discussion?
I mean, I can go back and talk to you guys in closed session.
No, I'm saying we need to. Item number 19, compare action to approve administrative salary increase. And I'm gonna put, I want to change the language on here. Is it something actually to approve administrative salary increase? Is it closed session, understanding that?
No, I think what, and I don't want to work with anyone else, so I think the motion is
Is there a motion?
recommending, also what authorizing careful study to do so that everyone else can more,
Second by Mr. Perez, discussion?
I can go back, but I take it.
No, I'm saying we need to. Item, there was a motion made by John, saying action to Perez, administrative discussion. Increase, roll call, and I'm gonna put, I want to change the language on here. Is it something actually to approve? Increase, is it closed session? Understanding that?
No, I think what, and I don't want to work with anyone else.
Item number 20, action to approve the superintendent's preparation program. Is there a motion to change the Army roll call motion?
Also, what authorizing
That's moved by Ms. Smith, second by Ms. Perez. Is there discussion? Second roll call, Ms. Perez, discussion?
Go back, but I take it.
No, I'm saying no. Item, there was a motion made by John, saying action to Perez, roll call, item 21, unfinished business. There will be a town hall meeting to be held October of 2019, to discuss the strategic workload and updates of the plan thus far. The second item is our back to school bash will be held on Saturday. Item number 7, action to approve the October 2019, from 9 a.m. to 0 p.m. to the Army 2500 Oak Street. Sorry for that. Back to school bash will be held on Saturday, September 7th, 2019, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. New business, the motion made by John, saying action, new business, rated as the business, 2019, 2020 year. Roll call, item 3, scholarship or finance, there will be a town hall meeting to be held, co-chair. Policy and procedure, team, chair, because it's closed and updates of the Smith, chair. The second item is our back to school day round, held on Saturday, chair, actually, the October 19, curriculum, from 9 a.m. to 0 child, chair, Mr. Curriculum, 2500 Oak Street, case, Mrs. Smith will be chair, and I, secretary, sorry for that, co-chair, relations, Mr. chair, and Ms. Saturday, September 7th, 2019, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. New business that needs, and business, the motion made by John, saying with rated as the business, 2019, 2023 year. Roll call, item 3, Yes. Roll call, item 3.1.
Every building has a plan
For
for
finance, town chair,
and I was in finance.
co-chair. Over procedure,
And myself and Ms. Kim. Motion to go on trial session, action was made by Mr. Clinton, second by Mr. Reyes. For the board retired, let's ace for the purpose of this moment, audience, 29 seconds, closed session. The only thing we want to vote on is to provide is what's remained. Can be, Aye. What's the act for?
to go back into open session.
Ms. Evarisco,
Aye.
Ms. Thurman,
Aye.
Clark Smith, aye. Ms. McClendon,
Aye.
motion passed.
All right, let's ace for the purpose of discussion of litigation involved in this moment, money is worth 21 rings. Is there a motion? Only thing we want to vote on is what's remained. Second by Ms. Smith. Is there discussion? All right, roll call. Discussion. Of litigation involved in this moment, money is worth 21 rings. Is there a motion? Only thing we want to vote on
Ms. Thurman,
what's remained. Second by Ms. Smith. Is there discussion? All right. Roll call. Discussion. Chair seeking a motion to adjourn this meeting at 6 p.m. Was there a motion? Ms. Thurman, second by Mr. Reyes, aye. Second by Ms. Smith. Discussion. Roll call.